Welcome back everyone to another pogo stick trick tutorial video. In today's video I'm going to be teaching you 5 pretty basic pogo stick tricks. The tricks I'm going to be teaching are a switch hander, a knee tuck, can-can, airwalk, and a Frenchie. So these tricks should be pretty basic on any pogo stick as long as you can get some decent to mediocre height. These tricks might be a little harder if you can't get much height, so just keep that in mind. Anyways, before we start, if you guys found this video by searching for pogo stick tricks, pogo stick trick tutorial, or anything related, please consider subscribing down below because I post a lot of pogo stick content and also a lot of pogo stick tutorials where I teach my viewers how to pogo themselves. Anyways, let's get into this tutorial video. First off, I'm going to be teaching you how to do a switch hander. So the first trick, which is a switch hander, is essentially taking a hand off and grabbing the opposite handlebar and going back normal in one air. I'll show you what it looks like before I explain how to do it. So now that you know what it looks like, here's the best way to learn this trick. Start small. What you're going to want to do is practice taking one hand off just slightly and taking the other hand and tapping the other handlebar. Once you start getting good at letting go, tapping the handlebar, and going back, that's when you can start grabbing it. Don't reach out too far because you might get yourself caught here. Once you get both these moves down, you can start looking for more extension to get a nicer looking switch hander. So I'll show you what your progression should look like as you learn this trick. And that's how you do the switch hander. So now I'm going to teach you how to do a knee tuck. So a knee tuck is bringing one knee across the cylinder while you're in midair and both feet stay on the pegs. This is what it looks like. So now I'll teach you how to do the knee tuck. First thing you should know is that there's 2 fundamental movements. Bringing the pogo stick sideways, which gives you the room to bring your knee across, and as well bringing your feet up when you're bouncing so that you're in more of a ball shape and you can get the proper extension to make this trick look nicer. So I'll show you what these tricks should look like individually and I'll put them together to show you how your knee tuck will come out in the end. So the first movement you should practice is bringing the pogo stick sideways like this. And then next, bouncing where you're making yourself into a ball shape. Like that. And then when you get those both down pretty well, you can start combining them and bringing your knee across for the knee tuck. And that's how you do a knee tuck. So the next trick we're going to be learning is a can-can. To do a can-can, you're going to be bringing the pogo stick sideways and kicking through and coming back in a single air. I'll show you what it looks like. Here's how you do the can-can. So the basic movements is like last one, where you're pulling the pogo stick sideways, but at the same time, you're taking one foot off and kicking it through. Practice pulling it sideways, but taking one foot off, doing a one-footer. Once you get this movement, you should be comfortable with being able to have one foot on while pulling the pogo stick sideways, and that's when you can start doing small kicks through until you get good extension. So I'll show you what your learning process should look like. First, start by pulling the pogo stick sideways and doing one-footers. So take a foot off and bring the pogo stick sideways. Once you got that, you can start kicking through this area. And then once you have that, you can start looking for more extension on your kicks. And that's how you do a can-can. The airwalk is the next trick we're going to be doing. The airwalk is a little bit different than the other tricks because this one involves kind of turning your hips. I'll show you what it looks like so you get a better idea. Basically like the can-can, just bring your feet across a little bit, little no footers, and work up the nerve to do the bigger ones eventually. This is one of those tricks you kind of just have to try by knowing what it looks like and kind of getting a feel for it. So your hips are going to be turning away from the pogo stick a little bit, and you're just going to kick your feet like you're walking on air. These little air walks is how I learned how to do the trick, and I think it's the best way to learn how to do the trick. Start by doing these, and you'll eventually get better at the movement so that you can do them like this. So there's the air walk. So you should be pretty comfortable now with taking your feet off the pogo stick and moving the stick around in the air. So now it's time to do a Frenchie. The Frenchie is a trick where you're doing a no footer, kicking your feet straight backwards and raising the pogo stick upwards in front of you. You're bringing it back down and landing back on the pogo stick in the same air. I'll show you what it looks like. So don't expect to be able to throw huge Frenchies like that first try. You want to start small like any other trick that I showed you today. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing small no footers, bringing your feet back behind the pegs opposed to aside from the pegs. So bring your feet back a little bit and lifting up the pogo stick. This is what will give you your foundation, and from here you can work on moving the pogo stick up more and kicking your feet back more. So I'll show you what it should look like as you learn. And that's how you do a Frenchie. That's it for today's pogo tutorial. If you guys enjoyed and you learned some new stuff, please give it a like and subscribe down below. If you post your clips and you want to tag me at Duncan Pogo on Instagram, and I'll be sure to check out your clips. If you found these tricks today were too hard, I have another video on my channel showing the 5 most basic pogo stick tricks that you should learn before trying these ones. Also, I have new pogo stick content coming out all the time, so if that's what you're interested in, once again, please subscribe. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.